Be like, damn, slow down. I know you see a queen adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can't catch us, she be moving too fast.
Hey everyone, hit a like on your way in. Even if you are not a member of my channel, you can still hit that like. This is a members only live, so in the pinned comments you are able to click the link and join my membership. It is very, very affordable. I say it all the time, and being a part of my membership just means you get the complete wrap up. I update you guys from or I update you guys on cases, and I give you guys like exclusive tea documents and things of that nature that I don't share with everyone. So join my membership, you guys. India said, are you putting the live up from last night? I'm gonna move it over to members, India, so you'll be able to see it. Hey everyone. Hey Dovely, how are you? So yes, like I was saying, this is a members only live. And if you are part of the replay gang, please remember to like the live when you are watching it. I hope that everyone is having a good Wednesday. It is hump day. Now, quickly before we get started, because I gotta, let the time go up a little bit. Have y'all been keeping up with Married at First Sight? I don't know if you guys watch Married at First Sight, but yeah, it is a mess. And I'm ready for tonight's episode to come on, or I'm going to record it because, baby, they are a mess on Married at First Sight. But yeah, I'm ready for it to come on because, hey, Brina, this new season is a mess. Has anybody filed their income tax? Y'all filed your income tax? I haven't filed mine because y'all know when you're a business owner, you got to come up with everything. You got to keep track of everything. So I still got some other stuff to do, stuff to pull. So I have not done mine yet, but I'm going to get to it so I can be money bag A. Money bag A. No, I'm just playing. But no, on a very serious note, now, man, India, who you telling? I either always break even or I always get a little bit of change, but it's not what it's not giving what it's supposed to give with the taxes. And I'm telling you that with 2 kids. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. So don't even worry about it. But anyway, on a very serious note, today we are going to be talking about Codi Bigsby, and he is a Hampton, Virginia, BABY. He is 4 calendars. And this story was actually just brought to me yesterday, you guys. And the moment that I was referred this story, I instantly saw the picture and my heart broke. I was like, oh my God, he's so beautiful. What is going on with him? So I did all my research, y'all. I was up all night and all day to get every detail for y'all. And I'm going to wrap it up in a bow and give it to you guys. So Codi Bigsby was reported missing January 31st by his father. He actually called the police to report him missing, and he said that the last time that he saw Codi was around 2 a.m. the day before. So, not even the day before, January 31st, that night, and that he was wearing all black and Spider Man flip flops, and that when he woke up at 9 in the morning, Codi was not there. So when the police arrived to Corey, which is Cody's father's house, he saw that there were other children there. Corey has four children total living with him. He has a 5-year-old son. He has Cody, who is 4, and then he has 2-year-old twins. They automatically started searching the apartment. Could not find him. They went around, the complex. Could not find him. And so they immediately presented the story to, of course, the neighborhood and told everyone, like, we're looking for a little boy. He may have wandered off somewhere. We are looking for him. Now, immediately, people started to wonder why there was no Amber Alert. Like, where is the Amber Alert? Like, a few hours down the line, people were like, well, where is the Amber Alert? Where's the Amber Alert? Well, immediately when the police started to investigate this story, they were able to start to, in my opinion, break down the inconsistencies super fast. And one of the main ones was the fact that they wanted to be very clear that this is not an Amber Alert situation because they do not believe that Codi was abducted. And when they said that, everyone was like, what? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean that, Codi wasn't abducted? Now, this is on the screen, what I'm about to show you guys. This is actually the police officers that release this information. And when I say the police is on people's ass, the police is on people's ass. So this is them right here on the screen. And when they said that they don't believe that Codi was abducted, a lot of people had questions instantly. They was already, deeply intrigued because they wanted to know how this little boy started or went missing. It's literally cold. Hampton, Virginia is freezing at this time. Why at 2 o'clock in the morning was the last time that you saw your son? And you said that he was wearing Spider-Man flip-flops and all black. So when the police actually investigated or searched the home of Codi, they were doing their standard searches. They actually started to take out bags of evidence, you guys, bags and bags of evidence. And they were still in direct communication with Corey, the father. Once they got, or so on day 2, once they got all this information, they came back to the media and they basically said, at this point in time, based off of the information that we have, we are going to make Corey the person of interest in this case. They instantly said it early on, and they also requested to get any information that people had in regards to the last time that they saw Codi and his father, Corey, or the other siblings. It also says, have you seen Codi or his father or his siblings since Christmas? And do you live in the apartments or have a Ring doorbell or other surveillance cameras? So this is what they automatically start to present. They're like, this is our person of interest, which is Corey. And we also need to rely on the community to tell us, when exactly is the last time that you all have actually seen Codi? Like, what is this? Because the father's account is saying that, he saw him that day, basically at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, as they had Corey in just police questioning, just as a willing person, just talking to him as normal, Corey actually admitted that he actually leaves his 4 children home alone all the time. He has left them home alone numerous times because he gets overwhelmed with them. He also admitted to leaving them home alone one day for over 3 hours to go buy a new car. You guys heard me correctly. He left a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and 2-year-old twins home alone for numerous hours to go buy a car. And he stated that, he gets overwhelmed with them. Well, once everybody wanted to start to know everything in regards to Codi, they did eventually arrest his father, Corey, on 7 counts of child endangerment because of what he did. Now, this is where the story goes left. there is a lot of questions in regards to on social media in regards to the family of Codi. So where's his mother? They have questions in regards to how could he just leave in the middle of the night? This just doesn't make sense because they live in an apartment and it's really, really cold. No one's out here gonna like kidnap. Well, I'm not saying that people don't abduct kids, but the evidence is not showing that someone kidnapped Codi. It just does not make sense. I am a mother of a 4-year-old child, and we taught them, both of our children, to not play with the door, period. But I'm not sure if that was communicated to Codi per their accounts, and we'll get into that later. But once the police asked for help from the community, there was one particular person that did step forward, and it was actually the realtor of Corey. Back in November, Corey started to find a house, and he actually closed on the house January 17th. The realtor confirmed by looking at the pictures that was plastered all over media that she did see him, Codi, back in November. She also stated that Corey was a very strange client of hers. He did not want to meet, he did not want to talk on the phone. Everything was just in text, and he was really weird. So, yes, we know that he has bought a home. He is not living there as of yet with his children. But there was something that the police must have seen to ask people, have they seen Codi before Christmas or around Christmas, and if they have Ring doorbells. We still do not have all of the information, but the police basically is adamant that they know that January 31st is not the last time that um January 31st is not the last time that Codi was seen. Now, as far as Codi's mother, it is alleged that Codi's mother lives in another state. I am unsure if this is the mother of all of the children that have been in the home. The other 3 children have been removed from the home. Like I said, I'm not sure if they're with Codi's mom or not. She lives in Washington, D.C. They said that she has come down to help search for Codi, but we don't really know anything about the mom in general. We really don't know much. It is alleged that she is in the military. Now, there is one particular person that has been very, very vocal throughout this investigation, and their actions is what has me side eyeing everything that is going on. And that is going to be Codi's aunt, which is Corey, the father's sister. Now, her involvement, she has, like I said, been very, very vocal, but the way that she talks is very weird. So I'm going to play the first initial interview that she did have, and I'm going to let you guys hear for yourself what she says and how she talks. So one moment.
To the investigation. Only on 10, Tandalia Butler told us family was not allowed to see her brother Corey, and police tell us he is still talking with police. They are saying that the story is not adding up about what he is telling them. What do you want to say about that?
I wasn't here. My thing is, I know my brother loved his children.
Is there any chance
When it came to him chastising his children, he was a cream puff. The most he gonna do is raise his voice. He didn't put his hands on his children.
Is there any chance that he did bring harm to Codi?
Not a chance. Not a chance. I don't believe it for a second.
What if it comes out to be that he did?
They're gonna have to prove it. Because I know my brother. I know my brother, and I know that it's not true.
We are told that Corey remains at the Hampton police station. He is still talking with police officers, everything and everyone trying to figure out exactly what happened.
Now, this was the day right before Corey was Girl, this was the day before Corey was arrested. So you hear how she was speaking, and she was kind of speaking in the past tense, in my opinion. She was like, I know my brother loved his kids, loved or loves. So she was definitely speaking in the past tense. But the main question is, why is Codi the only one that is gone? Like, why is it only Codi? Now, the same sister, I could not find the full interview. In any of the news clips, but she said in that same interview, it just was chopped. They literally paste parts of it all throughout, so I could not find it. But she also said that Codi has done this numerous times. He has slid open the back door and been able to leave the home. So that is why I go back to my main question of, if you saw him at 2 o'clock in the morning, one, why was a 4-year-old, what was he doing? Like, how did you see him at 2 o'clock? What was he doing? Because you said he had on Spider-Man flip-flops. Did he go to sleep in flip-flops, all black? Like, was he not in pajamas? Like, I, that does not make sense. But I don't see a 4-year-old leaving the house between 2 and 9 because it's really, really dark and it's really cold. So if Codi was to allegedly walk out of his home and just be, wandering around, it's 10 days later and we still have not found Codi or any of his remains, any clues. Really strange. So that following day, the father was actually arrested. He was arrested on day 4 of the search. We are on day 10. So on day 4, the father was arrested. And when I say, when he got arrested on the 7th, so he was arrested for 7 counts of child endangerment. He was not arrested for anything involving the disappearance of Codi. But when I say that, social media and everybody is up in an uproar because they want to know exactly what is going on and why is it so hard to locate a 4-year-old. And when I say everybody is out, they have tents up, they have vans up, search parties have been going on. The chief of police has been asking people to look in their own backyards, look around to see if they have any remains. And it's like someone just picked this little boy up and just took him somewhere. We don't know where he is, but they do know that he was not abducted. They said that they are, based off of their evidence, they do not believe that he was abducted. So on the day that Corey was arrested, the police spoke to the sister yet again. And I want you guys to listen to how she talks and what she says.
Scene day and night, bringing you each new development in this heartbreaking case. And right now, Kurt Williams is live in Hampton, leading our coverage with a team of News 3 reporters.
So Kurt, brings up to speed, what is the very latest out there in Hampton?
Todd and Barbara, a lot of activity out here, new developments. You mentioned some of them, those bags of evidence seen coming from Codi's apartment. Our cameras were rolling and caught that. There is also an expanded timeline of when investigators want to hear from you as far as the last time you believe you may have seen Codi. And then there's also just a lot more activity out here as well. And we have what we call a mast cam. It's a camera attached to our mast. And if we can take that now, we can show you the big picture view. So we now also have more vehicles out here, more emergency response vehicles, more tents. So we have the Hampton Roads Communications Response Unit out here, the Hampton Roads Incident Management Team, the Chesapeake Fire Marshals, the Chesapeake Community Emergency Response Team. And I asked the folks from Chesapeake, were y'all asked to come out here? They said, no, we volunteered. So a lot to unpack of what's going out here. And of course, we have been bringing you team coverage. And
though that he did retain a lawyer, Codi Bigsby gave his residents for help. Of course, what we saw is these forensic teams, they suited up with collection kits and paper bags in hand, searching inside the home that Codi shares with his siblings. Now, Hampton police would not confirm. They wouldn't tell me if a search warrant had been executed for probable cause or if Codi Bigsby gave his consent. Now, Corey, still voluntarily at the Hampton Police Department, he's answering those questions. His sister did tell me today, though, that he did retain a lawyer. She was actually out here just a few minutes ago. We caught up with her. I asked her several questions as where she thinks Codi is and if she thinks her brother is innocent. Take a listen to this interview.
There's nothing I can really say at this point. We've retained counsel, and if you want, you can direct your questions to him.
But do you believe that your brother is innocent? What can we say to have you defend him?
There's nothing I can say about that at this time. I think Codi is alive and well. We just need to find him.
When is the last time you saw Codi?
That is irrelevant, and I just told you I don't want to speak on that. If I knew where he is, I would have found him by now. So I don't know. Why would I not think he's alive? Why would anybody rule out the fact that he's alive?
I also asked her when is the last time she spoke or even saw Codi, and she refused to answer that. One of the things that she was very emphatic on, though, is where is Codi's mother, and why isn't she here searching the ground and scouring this area like she is, or all of these other agencies? She says that she resides in D.C., but said she had no idea where she was at this point. We'll continue to monitor things going here at the Bigsby home.
So if you guys heard, her demeanor in the first interview was still kind of like tough because she was already defensive. But on day 4, it just escalated. And the main thing was she did not want to answer when the last time she saw Codi, and then said that it was irrelevant. It's not actually irrelevant because he's missing. We need to know when's the last time that anyone has seen Codi. The mom is not in the wind. She has been. So this was on day 4. She has since been to Hampton, and she is also searching for Codi. We just do not know who his mother is. It is alleged that she is in the military. So I don't know if her identity is secret because of that. Corey, which is the father, is also he was in the military as well for many, many years. So I believe they got married then, or not even married, but I'm not sure if they've been married, but they met during his time in the military as well as her. So we do not know who his mother is, but we have confirmed that she is around. She's not in the wind. Now, the mother said that the last time she saw Codi was a year. A year. I don't know what type of mother, and I'm not knocking her. Maybe she was on deployment. I don't know, but I'm not sure what type of mother could go through the holidays and everything and not hear from their child. It's strange to me, but everyone is basically going off of hearsay about, the last time that people have seen Codi. Now, it is alleged that the Sunday before Codi went missing, he was seen at a Starbucks with the same auntie that was on camera talking. They're saying it's not true. They really have not came out and spoke about it. So the last time that Codi has been seen, I don't know. I just think that it's strange that the police want to know if Codi was seen around Christmas. Christmas compared to January 31st is like a month difference. Why are we going back that far? It has to be based off of something that the evidence shows. Now, like I told y'all before, the auntie has been very vocal. She has not only done those 2 clips, but she has also been talking to a Facebook person as well in regards to what has been going on with Corey, her brother, and Codi. So I had this interview that I want to play for you guys and how she's talking about what is currently going on. Now I have to play it with, the auntie is definitely suspect, January. It is really weird. But I'm going to go ahead and play the interview, and it is someone named Rhonda Young Live. So this was on the day that the brother was arrested and he first went to court, which was last week. He also went to court this week. So we'll talk about that. So last week when he was arraigned, this is what was said. Let me...
Hello. Hey, baby. Did you did talk to your brother yet? They did the hearing, and the bond hearing is set for Tuesday.
Tuesday this week.
All they did today was set the bond hearing. So, I'll be down here. Okay. Did they let his lawyer talk to him? I guess his lawyer probably is talking to him now because I'm sure he probably didn't get to do it beforehand. Right. Because everything was so late in the evening. So I know he probably didn't get to do it beforehand. But his lawyer definitely was in court this morning because, I left a message last night when I was sitting in the truck. Right. What you left a message with the lawyer? With the lawyer, yeah. Well, now you need to ask the lawyer to figure out why he's not able to make no phone calls home. Right. And I'm figuring at this point he should be. Right. And at this point he should even be able to give visits.
So this is Rhonda speaking to the sister that is on the television. And this is post, not Rhonda, but the sister stating that the police was holding Corey without his will, against his will, wasn't allowing him to make phone calls and eat. Like, she had all this outrageous type of things. And another type of statements or accusations that was going on. And another thing, the police have maintained that Corey was a willing participant and he gave up his right for counsel. It was actually allegedly the sister who went in and got the brother a lawyer. He was actually fine with speaking to the police and giving them all the information that he allegedly had. But the sister stepped in and got him a lawyer without even speaking to him. So this is where the phone call is coming from.
Exactly. And another thing, when I went to jail, me and my husband got into an altercation. I went to jail. I didn't know nobody's phone number because I was so dependent on the phone. So you might not know your number. So you might need to give his lawyer your number in case he forgot your number. Right, and I know he don't know my number, but he know his daughter's number because that's who phone he called last night when we was talking to him. So he did get to talk to the daughter. Yeah, remember she was in the truck when she was crying and stuff, and I got out looking for her. That's why she had walked off. Oh, I didn't see that part. Where you was at? What, that was on regular news or where? It was here. Because I'm the one that seen you outside the courthouse. Right. And I thought you seen so. Yeah, I did talk to him. And his lawyer is here. I will make sure. I know he knows his daughter's number. Okay. I do know that. Right. At some rate, he will have my number. Right. But either if the lawyer give it to him or his daughter. Right. What kind of treatment did his daughter say he's getting inside of the jail? She didn't. I don't even think we got that far. Well, see if y'all can get some canteen or something down there for him, because the more days he's staying there, if he don't have money on the book, his thing gonna add up and he'll never be able to get snap money. I know that's not important, but people want about it on deodorant and stuff like that. Nah, everything is important. Yeah. That's the truth. Yeah. How his daughter feeling right now? How old is she? 21. 21. How's she feeling right now? I mean, everybody's feeling the same way. Yeah. I hope I can't say I hope. Well, I pray that he get a bond because I don't know if he did it or not. So if don't nobody knows, people need to start assuming until they find out. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. I'm just praying that everything be fair. Because if something did happen to the baby and he didn't do it, what if they got the wrong person in custody? He can't look for his own child. My point exactly. Yeah. That's exactly the statement I've been trying to make all along. Yeah. So, we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but now they say the court says you guilty until you prove yourself. Exactly. You're guilty till proven innocent. They trying to get me to interview this lady at Starbucks, right? And I'm like, this don't make sense why she keep posting she seen you and that damn baby. I'm not saying not damn baby, but the baby, you know how I talk. The baby at Starbucks. It's kind of angry at me because if she seen you and the baby at Starbucks on Sunday, then the police would went and got the camera, right? Exactly. I'm like, if you seen her with the baby, then all the detectives got to do is go pull the footage. Exactly. And I wasn't here till Monday. Right. And if you was on footage with the baby they're looking for, don't they know you'll be locked up too? Exactly. That's crazy. So everybody make it make sense. Just make it make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. Make it make sense because it's not making sense. Like the first thing they looking for a baby. Somebody alleged that the baby was spattered at Starbucks on Sunday because they asked if you seen the baby anyway. Tell us. You tell the police that you called the detective and you said, I seen the baby and the aunt Sunday at Starbucks. You know the police going to look at the footage. If that sister you was with that baby, you would be in jail too. Because they been saying that you did something to the baby. Mm-hmm. That got to be that got to be a lot on you. You know, now you've been accused like you did something. That's crazy. I mean, like you can't even look for your nephew. But you've been tough, baby. You've been really, really, really tough.
Like the Rhonda lady or Rhoda lady is the main one talking. She's the main one. She's the one that slipped up and said, damn, baby. She's the main one talking. But I believe that she was saying all this stuff because of the accounts that the sister was saying before. Like, you know, they're treating my brother so bad and all this stuff. So she's asking, like, you know, how was he treated? She's like basically not really giving any information. But I felt like it was important to play this interview because it's like the sister is not out of the, you know, out of the predicament. Not saying that she has any involvement, but this is your nephew and this is your brother. Maybe it's not the right time to just be talking to anyone that is going to expose or, you know, use this audio on the internet. So we'll finish listening to it because it gets worse.
Because I've been on Snap to everybody. And that ain't even me. I'm not, you know, I'm not there, so I'm blocking out all that because I don't care nothing about what they saying. Right. I know the truth. Right. Right. And I'm trying to figure out if he was nice enough to raise 4 kids, why would he take the life of one? Exactly. I mean, because you know the other kids will talk. If he, like anybody else could say my brother missing, so that don't make sense either. So I'm just praying that the baby be found safely, you know what I'm saying, and alive and well old. If someone did something to the child, whomever did something to the child, be prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Right. I love you, sister, and thank you for always talking to me, girl. I seen your ass go off on Channel 3. You're still new girl. I feel my girlfriend sent me the video on Channel 3. You ain't go off, but you had no patience for them. Like, stop playing with me like this. Exactly. Because that's me. Like, I'm going to walk away. Right. You're going to see you trying to put words in my mouth. Exactly. Yeah, I love you, but keep my number and stuff stored, and I will. All right, and I'm praying for you and your family. I'm praying also for the baby. Still praying for the baby's safe return, because somebody he's a handsome. He blow my girl. They call my phone all day. He go, Dave. And I believe it. I believe he in somebody's house. Yeah, I really believe that. I believe because he's a handsome young man, so you never know who wanted a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids do get kidnapped. And a lot of people are saying that. Kids do get kidnapped. They might have took that baby, and then the police jumped on it so quick. Then they're petrified because then they know that they bring the baby back out. They going to jail, so they could be still hiding the baby in the house. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, I love you, and I'm praying for you and your family. We're still praying for the safe return of the baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, love.
Now, as I told y'all, this interview stood out to me, or this phone conversation stood out to me because the Rhoda lady and the auntie was talking, and she basically was like, you know, the baby is a handsome young man. Like, okay. And that the auntie said that she believes that he's in somebody's house. And no. Like, no one believes that. No one believes that someone took this little boy and just hide him in the house. And they, you know, they did bring up the fact that the siblings, quote unquote, would tell if something happened to their brother. But again, what if they don't know? There's a 2-year-old twins. They probably can't even really speak. And then the 5-year-old, who knows? We don't know if the 5-year-old is in school. We don't know anything. But it does not come off as if someone is just hiding Codi in their basement with a lock. Like, it does not come off like that. The police have done evidence, and they have even went to the public to say, have you seen him at the grocery store? Have you seen him with his father, period? Because they need to know. And sad enough to say, no one has really seen Codi besides the person that came forward, which was the realtor. But the realtor seen them back in November, not in January, not when he, you know, closed on the home. So the whole story of, yeah, now they're scared because they know they're going to go to jail. They were going to go to jail regardless if they allegedly kidnapped Codi. So it makes no sense that you are on the internet saying that you believe that someone is hiding your nephew in their house. It just doesn't make sense. And she goes on to, the auntie has since removed all of her posts off social media or privated them, but she has made a few posts about the situation, and she also has made some posts about the mom, like basically calling her out, like, y'all asking where my family is at, y'all asking about my brother, ask about that mama, why she ain't talked to her son in a year, why she's not involved. And you hear the lady on the phone, the Rhoda lady, say, if he was nice enough to care for 4 kids. Nice enough? These are your children. There is no nice enough. It's just, that's equivalent to saying, I'm a babysit my kids. No, these are your children. There is nothing nice about it. You are supposed to care for yours. Period, point blank, whether the mama's involved or not. You are an active and able parent. There is nothing called nice enough. But for the sister to be so vocal, it's weird to me because, girl, you said that your brother is so dopeful to his children. He, is basically a gummy bear. But did you not know that your brother was leaving 4 severely young children home alone and saying he was overwhelmed? Did you know that he had left them for multiple hours to go get a car? So you can't say that you know the facts about what's going on with your brother, I unless you are going to admit that you knew that your brother was leaving his children home alone. So unless you're going to do that, then you clearly did not know everything that was going on and you don't know all the facts. It's really strange. Now, the father did have court on Tuesday today. He had a bail hearing on Tuesday, and they actually denied his bail because they said he is a flight risk, because when he was in the military, he did go AWOL. Now, everyone was actually advocating for Corey to come home, and the main thing was like, he's actively helping the police. He needs to come out of jail to continue to search for Codi. His wife, his ex-wife, which is not Cody's mother, but his, I guess, older ex-wife, she came down, and it's probably the 18-year-old daughter's mother. I'm not sure. She came down to testify in court and speak about how, they need him to be released. But the judge ultimately said, no, he's being held without bond based off of the evidence that they have. So the search has continued. They are still looking for Codi, and there is no trace of him at all. It's hard to think that someone has this baby in their house when we know there's cameras everywhere. That we have so many new technology. No one has this baby. We really need someone to come clean and be honest. And we don't know if it's the father. We don't know if it's someone else involved. But nonetheless, Codi is still missing, you guys. He is still missing. Day 10. They had a vigil for him. They had a candlelight vigil for him on Monday, marking that it was 1 week since he disappeared. And unfortunately, they still have no leads. So the story is very, very sad, but the sister's involvement is really, really weird. So I want to go over the timeline because, as you guys heard in one of the news clips, the police had like some comprehensive or estimative timeline that they were using. I was actually able to find it, and so I'm going to read it off to you guys. So it says, November, the real estate agent reportedly told the FBI that Corey had a child matching Codi's description with him. December 13th, Corey left the kids home alone for 3 hours to go to Norfolk to get a car. December 25th, around the time investigators are asking people to come forward with information about seeing Codi from the 25th to when he went missing on the 31st of January. January 30th, alleged sighting of the aunt and Codi at Starbucks. January 31st, Codi was reportedly last seen at 2 a.m., but Corey did not report him missing until 9 a.m. It says February 1st, family included Codi's parents were named persons of interest, residents along with the FBI, cover dogs, drones, search. Everybody has been surrounding the area to look for him. February 2nd, Corey, the father, became the main focus. February 3rd, he was arrested and charged with 7 counts of child neglect. February 4th, he went to court, and he was waiting for this week, Tuesday, to be arraigned. And the investigation is still going on. Yeah, so I don't know where the sister lives because she has since made her social media, she has shut it all down. So it's like only like you can see her profile picture and some random post from years ago that's public. So I'm not sure where the sister is from, but I did pay attention to when she said that she came down Monday. Now, the last piece of weird evidence is actually, again, from the sister. And the sister said that she did actually speak to Codi in January. She did speak to Codi around the 30th or the 29th, but she knows for a fact that her ex-husband, which would of course be Codi's uncle, spoke to him as well on the 30th or the 29th as well. So in January, she is saying that allegedly her and her ex-husband spoke to Codi and the rest of the children. So it's just coincidentally that now all of a sudden you guys have spoke to him. But as far as seeing him, no one has apparently seen him besides the realtor, and that was back in November. That's it. It's really, really sad. It's a sad story. I like I said, I was not aware of this, so it's really weird that this isn't making national news. But I think that it's not making national news because they have the person of interest in custody. That's all that I can think. So, what are your thoughts? Do y'all think it's weird that the aunt is so vocal and speaking to all these people? Like, some people in Hampton are side eyeing Corey. Some have his back, like the Rhoda lady. She's saying, it's not fair because what if he is innocent and didn't do anything to this little boy? But to me, it just sounds suspicious off the grounds of you were leaving your child home alone and you said that you were overwhelmed. Yeah, Brina, a lot of people feel that way that he is not, alive. And when people were saying that, people on social media got upset. Like, why are y'all saying that he is not alive? Like, y'all don't know. But I mean, it's cold in Hampton. They're all on interviews wearing coats. You can see the air come from their mouth. Like, it is freezing. This little boy just wouldn't be out anywhere. And they have searched everywhere. Like I told you guys, they had drones, they have the FBI, they have units, they have been searching. And every other day, their search gets wider and wider. Still nothing, no trace. And the father was in the military, and once he got out of the military, he was in the military for like 20 years. Once he got out of the military, he became a postal worker. So he actually drove and delivered mail. So that means, some people are believing or feel that because of his expertise in the military and because he actually knows a lot about the layout of Hampton because he, did routes, that he has the upper hand in doing something and getting rid of Codi allegedly. That's how they feel. I can't confirm that, but it is weird. It is really weird. But again, why would it only be Codi and not the other three children? What did he do? What, like it's all those weird questions, and no one has answers right now, but the police is really on the father's ass. And again, we still don't know all of the evidence that even made them come to this conclusion. The only thing that they told us was they know for a fact that what Corey was saying does not match up to what the evidence that they have. So somewhere from December 25th to January 31st, something's not adding up, and they're not going with the last time we saw him was at 2 o'clock in the morning. Brina said, my question is, why was your baby wearing Spider-Man flip-flops at 2 a.m.? He should be in the bed. Exactly, in all black. Like, it makes no sense. India said, so they were home alone all the time, no child care or anything. How has no one seen him? Yeah, no one has seen them. No one has seen them. They knew, of course, like the community knew that there were children, but they were not actively, I would say this, it's not that they have not seen him, like they were ignoring him. It was more so it's COVID, it's all these things going on. So them not seeing the little boy didn't raise concern until he's now missing, if that makes sense. But they were allegedly home alone a lot. He did confess to that on his own. And India, no, the pictures, and this is what I find really strange when it comes to children in these situations, there's very few pictures of them. And the pictures of them, they have like the pictures of Codi, in which I can't really post them because YouTube will strike the video, but one picture, as you guys see in the bottom corner, he has a short cut, but then they uploaded a more recent picture and he has long hair. So it's like, how do y'all not have consistent pictures of y'all kids? That is so weird to me because this happens a lot, like in these type of situations where a child just vanishes. It's like their pictures vanish, like they don't have anyone taking pictures of them. It's really weird to me because as a mom, I'm always snapping flicks of my children, like damn near every day. So there will be no gaps in the way that they look. And he's only 4 years old. So the hunt is still on. If you guys live in the Hampton, Virginia area, please let someone know if you guys have seen this little baby or the siblings. They want to know if the police and FBI want to know if they have even saw the other siblings. That's how bad it is. Not because they think that something's going on with the other children. They're trying to come up with a timeline. Like, if you guys saw this man Corey at the grocery store, did you see him with 4 kids, 2 kids, which 2 kids? What was it? Yeah, it appears that they were neglected, in my opinion, India, especially because you said that at 9 a.m. was when you noticed that he wasn't there. And 9 a.m. for kids and like a father, he was not allegedly working at the time. So maybe they were sleeping in. I don't know. And I'm not sure if the 5-year-old is in school or what's being done about that. Now, I have a 4-year-old that's not in school either because his birthday is late, or her birthday is late. So it could be that situation as well. But no, we don't really know a lot of information in regards to anything about any of his children or the mother of the children. So I'm going to continue to cover this story as the story progresses, but I wanted to bring you guys up to speed from day 0 to day 10, what we're on now. And there are no updates. The last update was that the father is being held without bail. But other than that, it's unfortunate, but they still have not found Codi. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this live here. Please like the live on your way out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. And then if you want to join my membership, the link is next to the subscribe button. You guys have a good night.
And thank you. Oh yeah, thank you, Ms. Marcel. Yo, all props to you. And just you keep doing what you're doing. And you got a voice. Keep doing what you're doing. And you got a voice.